invalid. Adjective, not valid, not true, correct, acceptable or appropriate. Golf. Noun. A ball game played by individuals competing against one another in which the object is to hit a ball into each of a series of, usually 18 or 9, holes in the minimum number of strokes. Verb. To play the game of golf. Disregard. Noun. The act or state of deliberately not paying attention or caring about. Misregard. Verb. To ignore. Pay no attention to. Correspondent. Noun. Someone who or something which corresponds. Adjective. Corresponding. Suitable. Adapted. Congruous. Disco. Noun. A genre of dance music that was popular in the 1970s. Characterized by elements of soul music with a strong Latin American beat and often accompanied by pulsating lights. Verb. To dance disco-style dances. Noun. Slightly obsolete. A nightclub where dancing takes place. Contractor. Noun. A person or company that builds or improves buildings. Hopeful. Noun. Someone who is hoping for success or victory, especially as a candidate in a political election. Adjective. Feeling hope. Dine. Noun. Dinner time. Verb. To eat dinner or supper. Century. Noun. A period of 100 consecutive years. Often specifically a numbered period with conventional start and end dates. E.g., the 20th century, which stretches from, strictly, 1901 through 2000, or, informally, 1900 through 1999. The first century AD was from 1 to 100. Best-selling. Adjective, highly popular with consumers purchasing goods within a specific class. Fired. Verb. To set something, often a building, on fire. Adjective. Dismissed. Let go from a job. Examination. Noun. The act of examining. Grapes. Noun. A small, round, smooth-skinned edible fruit, usually purple, red, or green, that grows in bunches on vines of genus Vitis. Verb. To pick grapes. Gardens. Noun. An outdoor area containing one or more types of plants. Usually plants grown for food or ornamental purposes. Verb. To grow plants in a garden. To create or maintain a garden. Chief. Noun. A leader or head of a group of people, organization, etc. Verb. To smoke cannabis. Adjective. Primary. Principal. Esthetician. Noun. One who studies aesthetics, a student of art or beauty. Hardest. Adjective, of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Belonged. Verb. To have its proper place. Dresser. Noun. An item of kitchen furniture. Like a cabinet with shelves. For storing crockery or utensils. Buried. Adjective. Placed in a grave at a burial. Verb. To ritualistically enter in a grave or tomb. Mayonnaise. Noun. A dressing made from vegetable oil, raw egg yolks and seasoning. Used on salads, with French fries, in sandwiches etc. Certificates. Noun. A document containing a certified statement. Formatted. Verb. To create or edit the layout of a document. Adjective. That has been given a definite format. Loyal. Adjective. Having or demonstrating undivided and constant support for someone or something. Funds. Noun. A sum or source of money. Verb. To pay for. Efficiency. Noun. The extent to which time is well used for the intended task. Difficulties. Noun. A series of frustrations. Noun. The state of being difficult, or hard to do. Guest. Noun. A recipient of hospitality, specifically someone staying by invitation at the house of another. Verb. To appear as a guest, especially on a broadcast. Believe. Verb. To accept as true, particularly without absolute certainty, i.e., as opposed to knowing. Floor. Noun. The interior bottom or surface of a house or building. The supporting surface of a room. Verb. To cover or furnish with a floor. Do away with. Verb. To abolish. To put an end to eliminate. Kidnapping. Verb. To seize and detain a person unlawfully. Sometimes for ransom. Noun. The crime of taking a person against their will. Sometimes for ransom. Ballet. Noun. A classical form of dance. Verb. To perform an action reminiscent of ballet dancing. Commuters. Noun. One who commutes. Etymology 1. Basketball. Noun. A sport in which two opposing teams of 5 players strive to put a ball through a hoop. Languages. Noun. A body of words. And set of methods of combining them. Called a grammar. Understood by a community and used as a form of communication. Verb. To communicate by language. To express in language. Noun. A langue. A flat plate in or below the flue pipe of an organ. Investigator. Noun. One who investigates. Discrimination. Noun. Discernment. The act of discriminating, discerning, distinguishing, noting or perceiving differences between things. With intent to understand rightly and make correct decisions. Absorb. Verb. To include so that it no longer has separate existence. To overwhelm. To cause to disappear as if by swallowing up. To incorporate. To assimilate. To take in and use up. Direct. Verb. To manage. Control. Steer. Adjective. Proceeding without deviation or interruption. Adverb. Directly. Ampersands. Noun. The symbol, and. Happen. Verb. To occur or take place. Adverb. Maybe, perhaps. Minded. Verb. Originally and chiefly in negative or interrogative constructions. To dislike. To object to. To be bothered by. Adjective. Having a mind. Inclination. For something or a certain way of thinking about things. Loop. Noun. A length of thread, line or rope that is doubled over to make an opening. Noun. A mass of iron in a pasty condition gathered into a ball for the tilthammer or rolls. Miner. Noun. A person who works in a mine. Availability. Noun. The quality of being available. Keyword. Noun. Any word used as the key to a code. Verb. To tag with keywords. As for example to facilitate searching. Goals. Noun. A result that one is attempting to achieve. Verb. To score a goal. Meters. Noun. Always meter. A device that measures things. Verb. To measure with a metering device. Indoor. Adjective. Situated in. Or designed to be used in. Or carried on within. The interior of a building. Glazier. Noun. One who glazes. A craftsman who works with glass, fitting windows, etc. Collapse. Noun. The act of collapsing. Verb. To break apart and fall down suddenly. To cave in. Love. Noun. Strong affection. Verb. Usually transitive. Sometimes intransitive. Stative. To have a strong affection for. Someone or something. Dusk. Noun. A period of time at the end of day when the sun is below the horizon but before the full onset of night, especially the darker part of twilight. Verb. To begin to lose light or whiteness. To grow dusk. Adjective. Tending to darkness or blackness. Moderately dark or black. Dusky. Functionality. Noun. The ability to perform a task or function. That set of functions that something is able or equipped to perform. Assurance. Noun. The act of assuring. A declaration tending to inspire full confidence. That which is designed to give confidence. Delivery. Noun. The act of conveying something. Deportation. Noun. The act of deporting or exiling. Or the state of being deported. Banishment. Transportation. Evidence. Noun. Facts or observations presented in support of an assertion. Verb. To provide evidence for, or suggest the truth of. Banners. Noun. A flag or standard used by a military commander, monarch or nation. Verb. To adorn with a banner. Noun. One who bans something. Noun. Abbreviation of million. Verb. Make. Adjective. Of or pertaining to the male gender. Manly. Noun. A prescribed quantity or extent. Noun. Always meter. A device that measures things. Noun. The international mile. A unit of length precisely equal to 1.609344 kilometers established by treaty among Anglophone nations in 1959. Divided into 5,280 feet or 1,760 yards. Noun. A half note. Drawn as a semibreve with a stem. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Noun. A period into which a year is divided. Historically based on the phases of the moon. Cassette. Noun. A small flat case containing magnetic tape on 2 reels. Used to record and play back audio and video material. Avoids. Verb. To try not to meet or communicate with a person, to shun. Hold. Noun. A grasp or grip. Verb. To grasp or grip. Disco. Noun. A genre of dance music that was popular in the 1970s. Characterized by elements of soul music with a strong Latin American beat and often accompanied by pulsating lights. Verb. To dance disco-style dances. Noun. Slightly obsolete. A nightclub where dancing takes place. Birds. Noun. A member of the class of animals aves in the phylum Chordata. Characterized by being warm-blooded, having feathers and wings usually capable of flight, and laying eggs. Noun. A prison sentence. Liner. Noun. Someone who fits a lining to something. Day. Noun. Any period of 24 hours. Verb. To spend a day, in a place. Backyard. Noun. A yard to the rear of a house or similar residence. Baked. Verb. With person as subject. To cook something in an oven. Adjective. That has been cooked by baking. Cozy. Noun. A padded or knit covering put on an item to keep it warm. Especially a teapot or egg. Verb. To become snug and comfortable. Adjective. Affording comfort and warmth. Snug. Social. Aside. Noun. An incidental remark made quietly so as to be heard by the person to whom it is said and not by any others in the vicinity. Adverb. To or on one side so as to be out of the way. 15. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 14, 14, and before 16, 16. Laundry. Noun. A laundering. A washing. Configure. Verb. To set up or arrange something in such a way that it is ready for operation for a particular purpose. Or to someone's particular liking. Me. Pronoun, as the direct object of a verb. Conflicts. Noun. A clash or disagreement, often violent, between 2 or more opposing groups or individuals. Verb. To be at odds with. To disagree or be incompatible. Impact. Noun. The striking of one body against another. Collision. Verb. To collide or strike. The act of impinging. Hear. Verb. Stative. To perceive sounds through the ear. Medications. Noun. A medicine, or all the medicines regularly taken by a patient. Decrease. Noun. An amount by which a quantity is decreased. Verb. Of a quantity, to become smaller. Masters. Noun. Someone who has control over something or someone. Verb. To be a master. Noun. In combination. A vessel having a specified number of masts. Noun. A master's degree. Covered. Verb. To place something over or upon. As to conceal or protect. Adjective. Overlaid. With. or enclosed within something. Earrings. Noun, a piece of jewelry worn on the ear. Hairdresser. Noun, a person who cuts or styles hair as an occupation or profession. Alarm. Noun, a summons to arms, as on the approach of an enemy. Verb, to call to arms for defense. Against. Preposition. In a contrary direction to. Conjunction. By the time that something happened. Before. Empty. Noun, usually plural. A container, especially a bottle, whose contents have been used up, leaving it empty. Verb, to make empty, to void, to remove the contents of. Adjective, devoid of content, containing nothing or nobody. Vacant. Avoiding. Verb, to try not to meet or communicate with a person. To shun. Noun, avoidance. Cell. Noun, a single-room dwelling for a hermit. Verb, to place or enclose in a cell. Extracts. Noun, something that is extracted or drawn out. Verb, to draw out, to pull out, to remove forcibly from a fixed position, as by traction or suction, etc. Instead. Adverb, in the place of something, usually mentioned earlier, as a substitute or alternative. Leader. Noun, any person that leads or directs. Confront. Verb, to stand or meet facing, especially in competition, hostility or defiance. To come face to face with. Military. Noun, armed forces. Adjective, characteristic of members of the armed forces. Concert. Noun, agreement in a design or plan. Union formed by mutual communication of opinions and views. Accordance in a scheme. Harmony. Simultaneous action. Verb, to plan together. To settle or adjust by conference. Agreement, or consultation. Authorize. Verb, to grant someone the permission or power necessary to do something. Beautician. Noun, one who does hairstyling, manicures, and other beauty treatments. Days. Noun, any period of 24 hours. Verb, to spend a day in a place. Noun, a particular time or period of vague extent. Greater. Adjective, relatively large in scale, size, extent, number, i.e. having many parts or members. Or duration, i.e. relatively long, very big. Booked. Verb, to reserve something for future use. Hope. Verb, to want something to happen, with a sense of expectation that it might. Negotiator. Noun, one who negotiates. Injury. Noun, damage to the body of a human or animal. Verb, to wrong, to injure. Judging. Verb, to sit in judgment on, to pass sentence on. Noun, the act of making a judgment. Necklace. Noun, an article of jewelry that is worn around the neck, most often made of a string of precious metal, pearls, gems, beads or shells, and sometimes having a pendant attached. Verb, to informally execute by necklacing, by setting on fire a petrol-filled rubber tire which has been put around the bound victim's neck. Frozen. Verb, especially of a liquid, to become solid due to low temperature. Adjective, having undergone the process of freezing. In ice form. Member. Noun, one who officially belongs to a group. Attributes. Noun, a characteristic or quality of a thing. Verb, to ascribe something to a given cause, reason, etc. Enjoy. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Amidst. Verb, to send out or give off. Marry. Verb, to enter into the conjugal or connubial state, to take a husband or a wife. 11. Noun, a cricket team of 11 players. Hence first 11, the team of best cricket players. At a school. Second 11, the B team, etc. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 10 and before 12, represented as 11 in Arabic digits. Induction. Noun, an act of inducting. Implements. Noun, a tool or instrument for working with. Verb, to bring about, to put into practice. Clone. Noun, a living organism, originally a plant, produced asexually from a single ancestor, to which it is genetically identical. Verb, to create a clone of. Docile. Adjective, ready to accept instruction or direction, obedient, subservient. Chaste. Verb, to pursue. Verb, to groove, indent. Binoculars. Noun, a handheld device consisting of a series of lenses and prisms, used to magnify objects so that they can be better seen from a distance, and looked at through both eyes. Drawer. Noun, an open-topped box that can be slid in and out of the cabinet that contains it, used for storing clothing or other articles. Blink. Noun, the act of very quickly closing both eyes and opening them again. Verb, to close and reopen both eyes quickly. Emotion. Noun, a person's internal state of being, an involuntary physiological response to an object or a situation, based on or tied to physical state and sensory data. Educator. Noun, a person distinguished for his, her educational work, a teacher. Air. Noun, the substance constituting Earth's atmosphere, particularly. Verb, to bring something into contact with the air, so as to freshen or dry it. Contradictory. Noun, either of a pair of propositions that cannot both be true or both be false. Adjective, that contradicts something, such as an argument. Courtesy. Noun, polite behavior. Adjective, given or done as a polite gesture. Verb, to make a curtsy. Apologize. Verb, often followed by for, to make an apology or excuse, to acknowledge some fault or offense, with expression of regret for it, by way of amends. Back. Noun, the rear of the body, especially the part between the neck and the end of the spine and opposite the chest and belly. Verb, to go in the reverse direction. Adjective, near the rear. Adverb, to or in a previous condition or place. Function. Noun, what something does or is used for. Verb, to have a function. Gym. Noun, a sports facility specialized for lifting weights and exercise. Verb, to go to the gym. Noun, a large room or building for indoor sports. Noun, a sport involving the performance of sequences of movements requiring physical strength, flexibility, and kinesthetic awareness. Daughter. Noun, one's female offspring. Absurd. Noun, an absurdity. Adjective, contrary to reason or propriety, obviously and flatly opposed to manifest truth, inconsistent with the plain dictates of common sense, logically contradictory, nonsensical, ridiculous, silly. Enters. Noun, the enter key on a computer keyboard. Verb, to go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Immense. Noun, immense extent or expanse. Immensity. Adjective, huge, gigantic, very large. Dependency. Noun, a state of dependence, a refusal to exercise initiative. Calculated. Verb, to determine the value of something or the solution to something by a mathematical process. Adjective, arrived at or determined by mathematical calculation, ascertained mathematically. Major. Noun, a military rank between captain and lieutenant colonel. Baker. Noun, a person who bakes and sells bread, cakes and similar items. Matching. Verb, to agree, to be equal, to correspond. Noun, the process by which things are matched together or paired up. Adjective, the same as another, sharing the same design. Hiatus. Noun, a gap in a series, making it incomplete. Dermatologist. Noun, a person who is skilled in, professes or practices dermatology. Constantly. Adverb, with steadfastness, with resolve, in loyalty, faithfully. Island. Noun, a contiguous area of land, smaller than a continent, totally surrounded by water. Verb, to surround with water, make into an island. Cream. Noun, the butterfat, milk-fat part of milk which rises to the top. This part when separated from the remainder. Verb, to puree, to blend with a liquefying process. Adjective, cream-colored, having a yellowish-white color. Discover. Verb, to find or learn something for the first time. Club. Noun, an association of members joining together for some common purpose, especially sports or recreation. Verb, to hit with a club. Automatically. Adverb, in an automatic manner. Employers. Noun, a person, firm or other entity which pays for or hires the services of another person. Kitchen. Noun, a room or area for preparing food. Verb, to do kitchen work, to prepare food. Looking. Noun, the act of one who looks, a glance. Budget. Noun, the amount of money or resources earmarked for a particular institution, activity or time frame. Verb, to construct or draw up a budget. Adjective, of or relating to a budget. Calculated. Verb, to determine the value of something or the solution to something by a mathematical process. Adjective, arrived at or determined by mathematical calculation. Ascertained mathematically. Exaggerate. Verb, to overstate, to describe more than is fact. Murder. Noun, the crime of deliberately killing another person without justification. Verb, to deliberately kill a person or persons without justification, especially with malice aforethought. Crops. Noun, a plant, especially a cereal, grown to be harvested as food, livestock fodder or fuel or for any other economic purpose. Verb, to remove the top end of something, especially a plant. Historian. Noun, a writer of history, a chronicler, an analyst. Cars. Noun, a wheeled vehicle that moves independently, with at least 3 wheels, powered mechanically, steered by a driver and mostly for personal transportation. Noun, a turn. Noun, the first part of a cons in Lisp, the first element of a list. Max. Noun, an extreme, a great extent. Verb, usually without, to reach the limit, to reach the maximum. Adjective, maximum, maximal. Noun, the highest limit. Best. Noun, the supreme effort one can make, or has made. Verb, to surpass in skill or achievement. Adjective, most, largest. Adjective, of people. Adverb, manner, accurately, competently, satisfactorily. Gum. Noun, often in the plural, the flesh around the teeth. Verb, to chew, especially of a toothless person or animal. Ability. Noun, suitableness. Normal. Noun, a line or vector that is perpendicular to another line. Surface, or plane. Adjective, according to norms or rules or to a regular pattern. Fundamentals. Noun, usually in the plural, a leading or primary principle, rule, law, or article, which serves as the groundwork of a system. An essential part. Noun, the fundamental analysis data. Lead. Noun, a heavy, pliable, inelastic metal element, having a bright, bluish color, but easily tarnished, both malleable and ductile, though with little tenacity. It is easily fusible, forms alloys with other metals, and is an ingredient of solder and type metal. Atomic number 82. Symbol Pb. From Latin plumbum. Verb, to cover, fill, or affect with lead. Known. Verb, to perceive the truth or factuality of. To be certain of or that. Noun, any fact or situation which is known or familiar. Adjective, identified as a specific type. Famous, renowned. Dump. Noun, A place where waste or garbage is left. A ground or place for dumping ashes. Refuse, etc. A disposal site. Verb, to release, especially in large quantities and chaotic manner. Environmentalist. Noun, one who holds the view that environment, rather than heredity or culture, is the primary factor in the development of an individual or group. Adjective, of, or relating to environmentalism. Blush. Noun, an act of blushing, a red glow on the face caused by shame, modesty, etc. Verb, to become red in the face, and sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Fair. Noun, something which is fair, in various senses of the adjective. Verb, to smoothen or even a surface, especially a connection or junction on a surface. Adjective, beautiful, of a pleasing appearance, with a pure and fresh quality. Adverb, clearly, openly, frankly, civilly, honestly, favorably, auspiciously, agreeably, approximate. Verb, to estimate. Adjective, approaching, proximate, nearly resembling. Fence. Noun, a thin artificial barrier that separates two pieces of land or a house perimeter. Verb, to enclose, contain or separate by building fence. Diversity. Noun, the quality of being diverse or different, difference or unlikeness. Align. Verb, to form a line, to fall into line. Coverage. Noun, an amount by which something or someone is covered. Disabilities. Noun, state of being disabled, deprivation or want of ability, absence of competent physical, intellectual, or moral power, means, fitness, and the like. Capitalized. Verb, in writing or editing, to write something, either an entire word or text, or just the initial letter s thereof, in capital letters, in upper case. Betray. Verb, to deliver into the hands of an enemy by treachery or fraud. In violation of trust, to give up treacherously or faithlessly. Flooded. Verb, to overflow, as by water from excessive rainfall. Adjective, filled with water from rain or rivers. Enjoyable. Adjective, pleasant, capable of giving pleasure. Boiling. Verb, of liquids, to heat to the point where it begins to turn into a gas. Noun, the process of changing the state of a substance from liquid to gas by heating it to its boiling point. Adjective, that boils or boil. Adverb, of adjectives associated with heat. Extremely. Features. Noun, one's structure or makeup, form, shape, bodily proportions. Verb, to ascribe the greatest importance to something within a certain context. Adoption. Noun, the act of adopting. Gather. Noun, a play or fold in cloth, made by drawing a thread through it. A pucker. Verb, to collect, normally separate things. Evidence. Noun, facts or observations presented in support of an assertion. Verb, to provide evidence for, or suggest the truth of. Environment. Noun, the surroundings of, and influences on, a particular item of interest. Federal. Noun, a law enforcement official of the FBI. A federal agent. Adjective, pertaining to a league or treaty, derived from an agreement or covenant between parties, especially between nations. Fallout. Noun, a disagreement, parting of ways. Verb, to come out of something by falling. Fold. Noun, an act of folding. Verb, to bend any thin material, such as paper, over so that it comes in contact with itself. Availability. Noun, the quality of being available. Logistics. Noun, a logistic function or graph of a logistic curve. High. Noun, a high point or position, literally or figuratively, an elevated place, a superior region, a height. the sky, heaven. Verb, to rise. Adjective, very elevated, extending or being far above a base. Tall, lofty. Adverb, in or to an elevated position. Flirt. Noun, a sudden jerk, a quick throw or cast, a darting motion. Verb, to throw something with a jerk or sudden movement. To fling. Adjective, pert, wanton, bring down. Verb, to make a ruler lose their position of power. Marvel. Noun, that which causes wonder, a prodigy, a miracle. Verb, to become filled with wonderment or admiration, to be amazed at something. Narrow. Noun, chiefly in the plural, a narrow passage, especially a contracted part of a stream, lake, or sea, a strait connecting two bodies of water. Adjective, having a small width, not wide, having opposite edges or sides that are close, especially by comparison to length or depth. Commercial. Noun, an advertisement in a common media format, usually radio or television. Adjective, of or pertaining to commerce. Bigger. Adjective, of great size, large. Verb, to make or become bigger. Enemy. Noun, someone who is hostile to, feels hatred towards, opposes the interests of, or intends injury to someone else. Verb, to make an enemy of. Adjective, of, relating to, or belonging to an enemy. Buddy. Noun, a friend or casual acquaintance. Verb, to assign a buddy, or partner, to. Graphics. Noun, the making of architectural or design drawings.